Hey everybody, Legislative Director Ambre, not the Legislative Director Jason Thompson, doing something a little bit different today. We are on the streets of Evansville, down here for a rate case hearing with CenterPoint. It was last night. It was like a 9-hour hearing.
Yeah.
8.5-hour hearing. Pretty bonkers. A lot of people upset. I apologize if this is bouncing around like it's like an episode of Cops.
But it was absolutely stunning how many individuals came out to tell their story around the high utility bills that CenterPoint is already charging.
You had people that were talking about their electric bills were $400, $500, $600 a month, which is just bonkers to think. And then on top of it, they're seeking out right now a almost $50 a month increase on top of already high rates. So a lot of people came out. It was we've done a few of these rate cases that we've been at now.
Yep.
And just the largest crowd we've seen, or like most people have seen. So anyway, walking to another meeting now. So we want to give that update, and then later we will give another update about some big news.
There is big news
around transit and what's happening.
Yesterday was
It was a good day.
It was a good day.
It was a good day.
Lots of moving pieces.
We'll be back here soon. Talk more about what's happening at the General Assembly. See you soon.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the latest episode. I'm the Legislative Director talking about legislative things. This is not a previous episode, although it kind of feels that way because we're in the car again. With me on the road, of course, Legislative Director Ambre. Also, behind the wheel, safely parked, just like last time. Not the Legislative Director, Jason Thompson. You saw a little clip from us earlier, or later. I don't know when I'm going to edit this thing. At some point in time, you're going to see a clip. So Evansville, because we were down there for a rate case hearing. It was a CenterPoint rate case. Amazing turnout, amazing people down there really telling their story about how it was going to impact them. We can't say enough about the people of Evansville turning out to talk about this rate case and the almost $50 a month more that they were going to pay, or the 114% increase in the customer charge, which is what you pay for before you even flip on a light switch or use any electricity. So it really hurts older customers in particular because they don't get the benefit of conservation, and they tend to use less electricity. So they just get punished by that. Anyway, it was just hundreds of people turned out. It was like an 8.5-hour hearing. It was just an amazing turnout by the people of Evansville. So kudos to them for coming out and letting their voices be heard. There's going to be a clip of us. You may have already seen it. Maybe it's after this. I don't know, of us walking down the street talking about this morning when we were doing some other stuff in Evansville.
Also, I don't think we mentioned during our little walk down Evansville, we had volunteers there as well joining us.
Yes, we had
supporting the cause. Also, one of our volunteers, Vicky, actually even testified.
She did. She crushed it.
Yeah, she did.
That is just kind of.
So thanks, Vicky, for being there.
That's how Vicky gets down. So we appreciate that so much.
And we had several other amazing volunteers.
Yeah, we had so many other folks there, and you just have to bear with me as I try to hold this thing.
Here, can I?
Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Teamwork.
I tried to tell you that.
I know, and I told you no. So here we go. So that's that. Yes. This is going to be a super duper quick episode because, we're driving and it looks like there's more weather.
Yeah.
It seems to be
every time we go somewhere. At least it's not, so far, it's not snow. It's just rain and it's, causing some havoc.
Let's keep it rain.
Okay, so were you done with the?
Yes. Anyway, you can see more information about this rate case and other rate cases or all of our utility work, aarp.org/INutilities. Look at that. Plugged it.
Oh,
got it. I know, right?
That's great.
The page exists. Check it out. So you guys can know what's going on with our around our utility work. Ambre, let's get into the big news about what is a bill we've been talking about. We haven't been super happy with. or happy with at all, something big happened.
Something huge happened. Senate Bill 52, which was the prohibition on dedicated lanes that also had the compromise of the no turn on red for Marion County, Indianapolis, Marion County. The speaker killed the bill.
That is wild news.
I have to say, it was, I think I've used this phrase, but man, this week, the whiplash from it passing out of committee to getting killed on second reading by the speaker. And he released a statement even saying how he has, reached an agreement with Indigo on making sure that they put forth their best effort to put in 2 lanes of traffic, or at least that's what that kind of,
what it was, yeah.
like 2 lanes of car traffic with, the build out of the blue line as best as they can while they're doing the project. Because as you know, there was a huge uproar around the dedicated lane because of congestion that a lot of folks thought that it would cause, just a lot of other things that we tried to address with factual information as to why dedicated lanes are the best thing to have. So I think, stay tuned on what this might look like. We'll do a broader episode around, a little bit more information as to what you can see as the blue line moves forward and what that exactly means. But the speaker was gracious enough to say that this good faith effort to make sure that the congestion and bottlenecking down Washington Street doesn't happen will be something to be excited about, that we have gotten this far and that he was willing to remove it from the calendar. As you know, this week, the House second reading deadline was on Thursday, and essentially the speaker released a statement as well as Mayor Joe Hogsett and Indigo about how this came to be on Thursday. So we just want to say thank you to the speaker. We want to say thank you to Chairman Pressel, who was with us, understanding how difficult of a decision it was for the committee to vote this out of the House Roads and Transportation Committee. And then also to Representative Blake Johnson, who worked tirelessly to explain why dedicated lanes are such a huge deal, not only for safety, but for infrastructure, all of the things that we've talked about. So we just wanted to say thank you to our advocates, thank you to our volunteers, to our legislative team, our members who reached out, everybody. It really did take a village on this.
It did. Transit Drive Indies folks.
Oh, yes.
Which is our partners. You have Councilman Andy Nielsen, who represents Irvington, really stepped up as well. Just all around great team effort, as they like to say, and huge news for transit in Indianapolis. It helps to protect the blue line, but then also the potential that we don't run into trying to get rid of dedicated lanes for other parts of the state or anything like that. So
yes. Oh, yes. Sorry. Thanks for bringing it back statewide.
That's an important thing as well. So all in all,
and thanks to Indigo. I mean, we had so many thank yous.
Just this thanks is just pouring out of us.
That this is something that we don't take lightly with the legislature, and understanding that there are still some concerns, but the blue line lives on.
Yeah.
And the voters of Marion County continue to get what they were anticipating when they made their selection on the referendum. So
that's the huge news.
That's
the news
great
that we want to give you. There's some other good things that happened, like HB 1222, which is now I forgot it. You usually forget it, and then I forget now. The unfair real estate agreement legislation that passed. That's moving on to the governor. That's exciting stuff. We're going to talk more about that next episode, because also next episode will be the end of session. Maybe.
Yeah, it could be.
Stay tuned on that,
because next week, Monday, is
Senate
Senate second reading. Thank you. Because Thursday of this week was the Senate committee deadline. So, and Thursday was the second reading deadline in the House. They're all crazy different. So on Monday, it's Senate second reading deadline, House third reading deadline. Then Tuesday is Senate third reading deadline. And then we move into conference committees. And there's supposed to be word on the street that they've said is they're trying to get out before Friday, March 8th, or Friday, March 8th could be the last day of session. So next week, it could be the end.
Is it? Okay.
Okay.
The short session is coming to a close, potentially at the end of next week. And next episode, probably not going to be in a car.
Don't say that. Who knows?
This is true.
We never know where we're going to be.
This is the second episode in one season from a car.
Yeah.
Look, this is the dedication that this show brings.
Except last time,
major snowstorm.
while we were doing the legislative director talking about legislative things, and then it took all of us hours to get home afterwards.
I put us in danger. And that's my fault.
That's what I said.
I'll accept that blame on that.
But we all made it home safely.
Made it home safely.
It's not snowing today. It's only rain.
Let's bring on the rain.
And now you're driving.
Give me all the rain. Yeah, and I'm behind the wheel. Not right now. We are parked.
I meant, yes.
You can see we're not moving.
Yeah.
But so check out our little 1 minute, 1.5 minute clip of us walking through the streets of Evansville to give you the update about that Center Point case, as well as some photos and things of that nature. There was a lot of stuff that happened this weekend. Was the legislative team here this weekend? Or this week?
Oh my goodness.
The legislative team, look, it's been a week. The legislative team was here on
Not
Monday.
only did I not mention all of the names of our volunteers that were with us in Evansville for the Center Point field hearing, which I apologize. I just wanted to make sure that we mentioned that Vicki did testify. So just know we had so many amazing volunteers with us. But then also our volunteer legislative team was here on Monday working Senate Bill 52.
Yep.
At that point, it was still in House Roads and Transportation. So we were working that committee for Tuesday's vote. Oh my goodness, this week has been.
It's been a week, which I feel like we say every show. But it's been several weeks.
What else has happened?
We'll think of it probably after we stop recording. But thank you to all of you that helped out with SB 52, like signing petitions, contacting your legislators. Greatly appreciate it. Everybody who's just helped us along the way, volunteers, friends of the show, people that aren't friends of the show. Hey, thanks for trying. But we're still here anyway. So thank you. We will be back next week with another episode of the Legislative Director talking about legislative things. But in the meantime, enjoy your weekend.
And
whenever you're watching
hopefully we will have a few photos wherever you saw either throughout.
Edit this.
About over here, up here, down here. I don't know.
All stuff.
It could be before or after this.
I'll cover this up with photos. I even see what I'm doing.
I did take a little clip of you saying your testimony yesterday.
Testifying. It was wild.
And we have a couple pictures. So, and I think, do we even have pictures of the legislative team from Monday? Anyway,
I think hopefully
we can just put some stuff in here and it'll be a really fun episode. We're all over the place.
The magic of editing. We'll see what happens. But until then, we'll see you next time on the Legislative Director talking about legislative things. We'll see you then.